Once upon a time, there was a girl named Arachne. She was a very skilled weaver, so much that she created the most intricate designs and could breathe life into any fabric. Slowly, Arachne became so popular that pride consumed her, and she even mocked the gods. Hearing this, Athena, who was the goddess of handicrafts among other things, cursed Arachne. Suddenly, Arachne started to find that her body was shrinking. More legs started growing out of her body, and the eyes on her face began to multiply. In no time, she turned into a creature that we today know as spider. In fact, आज की डेट में arachnid is the name given to the zoological class to which spiders belong, and the fear of spiders is known as arachnophobia. And as remnant of the skill that Arachne was proud of, till today spiders weave threads to create webs and trap their prey. Do you know where this story comes from? Well, this is just one of the many fantastical tales from the vast mythology of the Greek civilization, which is considered one of the greatest civilizations to have ever existed. So hop on as we take you on a journey into this glorious civilization that gave us art, culture, entertainment and politics among many other things. This immensely influential Greek empire, which lasted from 12 BCE to 600 AD, was not just limited to the Greek peninsula and the cluster of small Greek islands between the Mediterranean and the Aegean Sea. The ancient Greeks were great settlers who expanded their empire to new lands far and beyond, into Europe, Egypt, and all the way up to Southwest Asia. Their expansive empire was divided into over 1,000 city-states known as polis. These ancient city-states were nothing like the modern-day cities. Every polis had its own government, its own laws, and even its own army. Sparta was the land of warriors. Olympia was the birthplace of the Olympics, and Athens was the foundation of democracy. These city-states or polis were run by a democratic government, which means that the people chose their leaders through secret voting. In fact, the Athenian lawmaker Cleisthenes is considered to be the father of democracy, and Athens became the first city-state to be ruled by leaders chosen by its own people. जैसा कि आप सभी जानते ही हैं, मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड में ऑलमोस्ट हर कंट्री ने इस सिस्टम को अपना लिया है, but Greeks were the ones who gave birth to democracy. Ancient Greeks ने democracy से आम आदमी को ताकत दी और mythology से लोगों को सीख भी दी. Along with being tales of morality and honor, Greek mythology is a treasure of entertaining and timeless stories that are adapted into various media even today. आपने Hercules या Heracles के बारे में तो सुना ही होगा. He was the son of the god of war Zeus, making him an incredibly strong half-human, half-god. The legend of Hercules has been adapted into various forms over the years, including film adaptations, and even served as the inspiration for the popular series Percy Jackson. Yes, some of your favorite books, movies, and even video games are inspired by Greek mythology. We all love Olympics, don't we? So much so that we wait every 4 years with bated breath for them. But did you know that the Olympic Games also originated in ancient Greece? Even back then, the Olympic Games were organized every 4 years in Olympia. Participating in the Olympics was considered to be an honor, and people from different parts of Greece would travel to Olympia for it. Today, if two countries are at war with each other, they will never participate in a sporting event together. But the Olympic Games held such high importance for the ancient Greeks that city-states at war would call for a truce right before the Games so that the participants could safely travel for the Games. Incredible, right? Ancient Greeks were not just great athletes, but they were also exceptionally curious beings, always keen on learning not only about the outside world but also about human beings themselves. Their curiosity about the human mind gave birth to philosophy, an academic discipline that studies the love for knowledge. Great Greek philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle greatly influenced the world even after they were long gone. Aristotle's Poetics laid down the guidelines for plays, poems, and is considered the Bible for writers, poets, and filmmakers even today. The knowledge of the ancient Greeks was not just limited to philosophy. They were pioneers in the field of mathematics as well. Did you know that it was the ancient Greeks who first thought of applying geometric principles to building and construction? Notable mathematicians from this era include Pythagoras, who gave us the Pythagoras theorem, Archimedes, who was considered the greatest mathematician of the ancient era, and Euclid, the father of modern geometry. Having said that, ancient Greece wasn't all about serious academia, you see. They were amazing storytellers with a vivid imagination too. The ancient Greeks were polytheists, which means that they worshipped many gods, and they told many stories of their gods and other mythical creatures which are part of famous Greek mythology. Before the world woke up to the greatness of the Greeks, they taught the world how to wake up. Yes, the modern-day alarm clock was invented by the Greeks. An inventor named Ctesibius came up with a system where at a certain time in the morning, pebbles would fall onto a gong and wake up people all around. But the ancient Greeks were not people who believed in all work and no play. They really knew how to play. So much so that they invented a toy that we use even today. Yes, the yo-yo is a gift from the Greeks that kids cherish even to this day. The Greeks knew how to play and even gave us plays. That's right, theatre and drama as we know it came from the Greeks, and they even came up with amphitheatres where these plays were performed. These amphitheatres with their unique design and structure are used even today all over the world. Ancient Greek civilization ने हमें बहुत कुछ दिया है, and it would not be wrong to say that a lot of things that are essential to our modern existence have their roots in ancient Greece. And if you think that you know a lot about ancient Greece and especially King Alexander, go to Z5, log on to Mind Wars and challenge yourself on the quiz about Alexander the Great.